Yo! So this is my first What We Learned video. Did we learn something? We learned something today, people, about Chelsea Football Club. Or should I say last night? Because I was at Wireless So I had to come back. I had to watch the game and be able to speak about it. Now, I'm not going to do the X's and O's. I'm talking about what this means for Chelsea going forward. What a win. 3-0 against PSG. The team that are seen as the best team in the whole of Europe. The Champions League winners. The team that, it was discussions now. Where do they rank in the all-time teams we've seen in the last 20 years? Chelsea said, yeah, second with that. Now, PSG are still a fantastic side, unbelievable team. Chelsea caught them on this day. Maresca caught them on this day. They caught them. And Chelsea, when their backs against the wall, I thought it was only going to be a thing when they have Didier Drogba. But it don't matter. They don't have Drogba no more, and they're still turning up as the underdogs in finals and in big games and winning. Di Matteo 2012. How many times? Napoli. Barcelona. The final against Bayern. Tuchel's underdog run. This game. We've seen Chelsea do it, that when they're the underdogs and the backs are against the wall, don't get them angry. Don't get them angry. It's like, what does the Hulk say? You don't get me mad or whatever he says. You don't like me when I'm angry. Back him against the corner. He's turning green on your ass. He's turning green on your ass. And that's what Chelsea do. Backs against the wall. They rise up even without Didier Drogba. They got a new man though. They got a new man that said, cup finals. We're going to talk about that. But guys, man, Chelsea 3-0, big win. Cole Palmer 2, JOAO Pedro fitting in seamlessly with 3 goals in 3 games for Chelsea. Unbelievable stuff for them. And listen, as I said in the last video, a lot of people already talking about it's not an important competition because, Chelsea are talking about we've won it all. And listen, okay, there has to be a certain aspect of maybe you have to be bad to have won the Conference League because you have to drop down to a level. But do you know what? One and done. One and done. Sometimes you got to do one and done. Sometimes there's, you might be a little horny and you have to go to the standard that you don't want to go to and you're just going to quickly do a one and done. That's what Chelsea did in the Conference League. Woke up in the morning. What the hell is this? But a win is a win. A win is a win. And that's what Chelsea have just did with the Conference League. Of course, now they've won the Club World Cup. Chelsea are the first club to win everything in football. Now that instantly, right, makes them a massive football club. Of course, that makes them a massive football club. The last 20 years of Chelsea has been unprecedented success, right? Well, not unprecedented. Yeah, unprecedented because they've won everything now. City haven't won everything. Man United, Real Madrid, all these teams. Chelsea have won everything in their... People say their short history from when Abramovich took over. But they've won it all. And you've got to take your hat off for that. You've got to give them a round of applause. You've got to give them a round of applause for that. But going into the game, right? There's so many things that I want to talk about in terms of this Chelsea win. And I'm going to start with Cole Palmer. Because... I made a tweet about his record, actually, in the finals. Let me get this up so I can say it right. Cole Palmer's record in finals is absolutely incredible. And when you think about the fact that he's only been really active as a starter for 2 seasons, only 2 seasons, people, has he been a bona fide starter at a football club. And he's already got a goal in the Super Cup final, a goal in the Community Shield final, a goal in the Euros final for England, 2 assists in the Conference League final, and 2 goals in the Club World Cup final with an assist. We are talking about a big game player here. Now, do you know what? There's a lot of talk about Palmer in the big games in the Premier League, and I do think that he can improve on that aspect. I think sometimes Palmer makes it a little bit easy for himself to get marked out of games. And that's something he's going to have to learn through his development as a number 10, through his development as a superstar who's going to be gaining attention from teams. Teams are going to be planning ways to stop him. So he's going to have to grow into that. But when it comes to the cup finals, proof is in the pudding. Or what did I used to say? Proof's in the puds. Proof is in the puds. He does what he needs to do in the cup finals. Whether he's getting 5 minutes, whether he's getting 90 minutes, whether he's getting whatever it is. Cole Palmer, and some people are going to say, I saw some Liverpool fans saying, well, he did it against Kerrihan and Van Dijk. Listen, mate, if you want to find somebody that has a 100% record in finals, go be my guest. Go and show me that person that has a 100% record of scoring or assisting in every single final they've played in. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? That's just silly internet chat. Cole Palmer in the finals is massive. And do you know what? His 2 finishes, yo, is that becoming a trademark? Ugh. Is that becoming a trademark? Just slots it. And do you know what I love, yeah? Guys, he just passes it. He doesn't wrap it. He doesn't drill it. He just passes it. And it's fitting because as soon as he passes it, he's just like this, yeah. Yeah, forget about it. Forget about it. It's cold. It's chilly. it's chilly. Just passes it into the bottom corner. It looks so calm. Do you know who used to do that? Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is the best ever at doing that. The way he just, it's like he doesn't even backlift. He just, boom. He just like pokes it and you're like, how did he get so much power and curve on it? Just slots it into the bottom corner and he killed PSG with that twice. The defending for one of them was a bit shaky for me. I don't know how they just let him ghost through. But the finishes were pure class. And Cole Palmer is one of the best English players that England have right now. And Thomas Tuchel, whatever, is going to have to find a way of getting him playing. You know what I mean? Of course, we know England have a lot of talent. But it's not here to talk about England. What we're here to talk about now is about next season. Cole Palmer has proven that he is of the level that he can be the star man for a football team, for a big football team, right? Okay. Now the next step is, can Cole Palmer prove that he is the level that he can be the star man for a competing Premier League team? That's the next step. That is the next step. And I think he can. And I think that is going to start next season. Because from what I'm seeing from Chelsea at the moment and what we just saw in that final, I think Chelsea are competing next season. I think Chelsea are going to be in the title race with Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. And I think we are going to get a sensational top 4 race. I actually think there's a possibility that they can create separation. Now, I like Newcastle. I do like Newcastle. For some reason, I don't think Aston Villa are replicating what they did. I'm not thinking about Man United. Spurs, maybe not quite yet. I don't see that talisman in Spurs yet. But Chelsea, they have their talisman. They have a manager that's settled in now another year. They have players that are improving now. And that's the key point of every single manager. You got to improve players. Cucurella is improving. Chalaba, we're going to talk about him. Colwell's slowly improving. Caicedo has improved. The team's improving. They brought in JOAO PEDRO, who's fantastic. He's came into the team brilliantly. The team are improving, and that's important. That is important. So now Cole Palmer is going to have people around him that are on the wavelength. But now, can you be that talisman that takes Chelsea to that level? Can you be the Haaland? Could you be the KDB or the Foden that season or the Rodri? I've his name 4 for City. Can you be the Mo Salah? Can you be the Bukayo Saka? Can Cole Palmer be that for Chelsea at that level? Now we're going to find out next season. Because Chelsea are ready to compete. Now, who's going to win it? I don't know. But Chelsea are ready to compete. I said they're going to be top of the league after the first 5 games. I still stand by that. I think Chelsea are ready to compete. I don't see why not. I think their team looks settled. Their team are confident. Their team are loving the critics. Maresca's speaking well. He's talking that stick talk. Reece James came out and said, we're going to win. Levi Colwill said, we heard all the noise and we shut it up. This is a team that are determined. This is a team that are together. And for the first time, I feel, not first time, maybe towards back in the last season, you're starting to see the team cohesion. You're starting to see it. So I think Chelsea will compete next season. What does compete look like? That's another question. How do you guys call compete? How many points off is competing? I don't know. But I think they're going to push. And if they're going to drop off, they're going to drop off. But they're going to be there 25, 26 games into the season. And that's a brilliant thing. Chelsea are coming, man. Chelsea are coming. They're figuring it out. And let's see if they make any more signings. There's rumors about if they want Rodrigo. We'll see. But shout out Cole Palmer for that one. The next one that I want to talk about is Trevor Chalaba. Trevor Chalaba. Guys, if you want to know about mental strength, if you want to know about putting faith first, look no further than Trevor Chalaba. Look no further than Trevor Chalaba. This guy got sent on loan mid-season. This guy got sent to Crystal Palace. Did his thing at Palace. Chelsea called him back. Even the way initially, bro, let me not even say that. Let me go back. This guy was meant to train with the B squad, the exiled squad. Exile. We need you gone, bro. We need that PSR. We need you gone. Get out. Get out. Leave. He ended up going to Crystal Palace. He kept his head down and went Palace. Did brilliant at Palace. Chelsea bring him back. And he's done brilliant at Chelsea. And for me, he should be starting. Tosin has done well. But Trevor Chalaba, for me, I think he's Chelsea's best centre-half. And you guys can check my receipts. I was setting 25 mil for Trevor. Please and thank you. Bring him to Manchester United if we need to. And people say, why would you want to take that? That's a good player right there. I think he's Chelsea's best centre-half. And if we want to talk about mental strength, that is a man that we've got to look at. Big him up, man, because your boyhood club kicking you out, you coming back, triumphing. I've just got to give him massive credit, man. That's a player that I rate. That's a player that I like. And he's just going to keep growing, you hope, you know. Maybe him and Colwell can form a partnership there that could benefit England too. So shout out to them. Shout out to Trevor especially. That resilience is something to be admired in all walks of life, people. All walks of life, in your daily job, in school, in college, whatever you do. What Trevor Chalaba has displayed is something that everybody should follow. Everybody should be inspired by. I am inspired by it, and I hope everybody else is. But Chelsea, first and foremost, that trophy, winning that trophy, a lot of people are going to say, being the inaugural winner of anything is lit. Being the first person to win anything is lit. Bro, when I was the first person to win something in school, I was happy. When I was the first person to anything it is, I'm happy. That trophy as well, that looks like the reactor. That looks like the nuclear reactor on the Dark Knight Rises. Remember when Bane is like, take the core out of the reactor. And he's like, no. If you take the core out, we haven't got long before it detonates. 5 months to be exact. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. That's what the trophy looks like. The reactor. I'll be calling that the reactor, bruh. Batman, where are you, bruh? You gotta come and save everybody. Because Chelsea are coming. They're running around with the reactor. What stadium are they gonna walk into with that? And what? Is Maresca gonna be Bane and give the speech? The power is in your hands. You have the power to detonate it. One of you have the detonator. Go home. Hug your family. Bruh. I ain't liking it though. I ain't liking it because all it means is that Man United are even further behind. But guys, I need to say something. What the hell was Donald Trump doing on there, bro? Why was Donald Trump there? Why was Donald Trump there? I don't know. Listen, when he saw the... Listen, I don't know much about ICE or ICE. But what I do see is that if Chelsea didn't have their medals on that ice on their neck, when he saw the name Enzo Fernandez, he was ready to start deporting shit. If Chelsea didn't win, Enzo, yo, it wouldn't have been good for you. He probably thinking he's a Mexican cartel. What Donald Trump was doing there, I have no idea. And the worst thing is he was in the celebrations. If I'm Chelsea, yeah, listen. I am going to America in 9 days, actually. Let me keep quiet. Hey, guys. Scrap that. Scrap it. I'm going to America in 9 days. I want to come back safely. I want to come back safely. I want to get past the airport. I want to get past security. Trump. Good choice. Nice that you're all up in the pictures. Lovely that you're all up in the videos. In fact, fantastic that you're blocking Cole Palmer's view of the trophy lift. Brilliant. You are the man. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Everybody at Chelsea right now is on an upward trajectory at the moment, and I wonder if they are going to sign. Now, there is talks about if they're going to sign a goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez put in some unbelievable saves. That save from Dembele is unreal, and fair play to him. You know, like he put his name in the hat in terms of, hey, listen, you can still build with me this season. Now, Kande is very, very debatable. I'm going to be honest. Very, very debatable. However, that performance against PSG was fantastic. And we have to give props and you have to give flowers where flowers are due. You know, you have to give flowers where flowers are due. That was a brilliant performance. And, you know, they gave him the Golden Glove, which, I mean, I don't know who even to be fair, Donnarumma was brilliant as well. Maybe it would have just been whoever won it. But another thing, there's so much things to talk about. Sorry, I'm just looking at Robert Sanchez. There's so much things to talk about. I'm not even going to talk about PSG today. This is a video for Chelsea. You look at what this means in terms of a statement. How much more of a statement and how much more attractive are you now, Chelsea Football Club, to other players? You're the world champions. Chelsea are going to have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions. 4 fucking years saying world champions. How much more of a... Listen, I'm in negotiations. I'm just going to do this. You know what we are? We're the world champions. The whole world would have been watching that and seeing Chelsea do this. And the whole world growing up. You got to think about the age groups, right? And this is one of my big concerns. People that are growing up now, all they have done in their life is watch Chelsea be a successful football club. That's why when I think about Man United, and obviously Liverpool would have went through that phase at one point where, you know, nobody was watching when Liverpool were winning in the 80s and 70s. So then the attractiveness wasn't as high because the generation that are coming up watched Manchester United win. Now, and Arsenal we winning. Now you've got a whole generation of kids, a whole generation of people that have only grown up watching Chelsea win, City win. And those people are footballers now. You got to remember, those people are footballers now. Guys that are, when Chelsea took over, 2025, so 2004, 2005, you got to think, if you were young around them times, you're pro, you're ready now. You're ready. Or if you even go from the 2010s, Chelsea have won 2 Champions Leagues in that period. So if you're a 15-year-old right now, Chelsea are an attractive football club. So a lot of people say, why are people going Chelsea? They grew up watching Chelsea win. That's the difference between them and Manchester United in terms of all of this attractiveness and all. That is the difference. Yes, we have the history. Yes, we have the... They grew up watching Chelsea win trophies now. That's what separates it. And now you're world champions. Now you've won it all. We sing the song, we've seen it all, we've won the lot, we're Man United and they're never gonna stop. Chelsea have won it all. Chelsea have technically won it all. And that's damning. That's damning. But listen, I don't want to go off on a tangent about Manchester United. Let me know who in the comments you guys think has been standout in this tournament as well. Pedro Neto has been very good as well. Let me know in the comments who you guys think has been standout. Let me know what you think about Chelsea winning. What does it mean for Chelsea next season, people? What does this mean? Are Chelsea there? Do you guys agree with me that Chelsea are there to compete next season? Or do you think it's too soon? I don't think it's too soon. Football moves quickly. Football moves quick. At one point last season, we thought they were going to compete. They just fell off. Okay. End of the Poch reign. They had mad form. They went into Maresca, had mad form. It dropped down a bit. Okay, they finished top 4. Won a trophy. 2 trophies now. Why not? We never expected Arteta to go from 8th to 2nd or 5th to 2nd. And they did. Football moves quickly. Everyone thinks that it's just going to be like it has to be a slow and steady trajectory. And in 5 years, and then in 10 years, we're going to get there. Nah, bruv. It can happen at any time. It can happen at any time. And this is what it might be. They've spent the money. They've spent the billions. So I think that's what it's going to be. Caicedo, of course, you know, that midfield, the PSG midfield, the renowned, legendary, or top level midfield. Hey, Caicedo, hey, he handled it well in that middle of the park. He handled it well in that middle of the park. I could go through 1 to 11 with this team. Cucurella, probably the most improved player. Well, he's gone back to Brighton. So he kind of fell off for a bit. So he's going back to Brighton, kind of Cucurella. Probably the most improved player around at the moment. Enzo Fernandez. And this is what my thing is, though, with the whole, like, Gittins. And I said Cole Palmer, I think, is going to play off the right this season. And he did play off the right in this game with Enzo in the midfield. And obviously, Reece James played in midfield, but I thought, you know, if Lavia's fit, it'll be Lavia. This is what I thought with, you know, with Gittins and stuff like that, Pedro, but Pedro's going to be up front, it seems. And I was like, where are these guys going to fit in? But if Chelsea can have Enzo, Caicedo, and I'll probably say Lavia, but if it's Reece James, it's Reece James, Palmer off the right, whoever on the left, and Pedro up front, that's a very good team. That's a very good team. Pedro, let's say Pedro, Gittins, Palmer. Why not? Why not? And then they have the strength in depth that they have on the bench. They've got Liam Delap. They still got Andres Santos, who's just come back. Fantastic player. We'll see what happens with Nkunku. They're probably going to flip him. This is what Chelsea do. Congratulations, Chelsea. Champions of the world. Crazy thing to say. But they are. Apparently, they've changed the name now of the other Club World Cups or whatever. This is like the official one. Chelsea the first, the inaugural winners of the Club World Cup. Not bad, man. Not bad. And I guess, listen, I always say Arsenal are the most relevant team in London. That, like, when something gets mentioned about Arsenal, it goes crazy. You know, you got to mention it. If Arsenal in the newspapers, Arsenal do that. If Arsenal sneeze, they talk about it. If Arsenal breathe, they talk about it. But in terms of the success, the tangible success, I know Arsenal have more league trophies and stuff. But, yo, it's kind of looking peak for that London debate. I'm not getting involved in it. I'm going to leave it to you lot. Guys, it's your boy CultureCams. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Chelsea are running around with the Reactor. Their bomb, that nuclear bomb. Everybody duck and dive. Everybody duck and dive. I ain't liking this, man. If you just see the news that I just seen about Man United. Arsenal wrapping up. I'll save it for the next video, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Turn your notification on. Road to 40K. It's your boy CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.